Brace yourselves, kids. This is about to get awesome. A potentially earth-shattering revelation was unearthed today when Reddit users found evidence that Hillary Clinton's former IT specialist, Paul Gambetta, may have posted online seeking advice on how to destroy evidence. On July 23, 2014, Hillary Clinton and her lawyers formally received a subpoena from the Benghazi Committee to provide all of her emails. Then, on July the 24th, a user by the name of StoneTear posted to Reddit seeking advice on how to strip out a VIP's name and information from archived emails. Someone he later pointed out would be very recognizable to the general public. Now, before we go too far, we have to establish that this is the same person. So first, let's look at the username. StoneTear. Upon searching through public information, we find that Paul Gambetta owned the website Gambetta.com. This was registered to an email address of StoneTear@gmail.com. And that's not the only place you're going to find someone with the username StoneTear. An Etsy account with the same handle made in 2011 is also linked to someone named Paul Gambetta. So unless this is some sort of crazy coincidence, I think we've got proof enough that this is the same person that's been posting to Reddit. So now that we've established that this could potentially be Paul Gambetta, let's look at what he actually said. In a submission dated 24 July 2014, username StoneTear asked the following question.
Hello all. I may be facing a very interesting situation where I need to strip out a VIP's very VIP email address from a bunch of archived email that I have both in a live exchange mailbox as well as a PST file. Does anyone have any experience with something like this and or suggestions on how this might be accomplished?
After being told that it would be impossible to go back and retroactively remove this information from the emails, and that this could be a possibly illegal thing to do, Paul decided to use a tool called BleachBit, and by doing so, deleted the entire Exchange archive on Hillary's server. All 30,000 emails. Now here's why this is important. If this is true, and it appears to be so, these posts show that Paul Gambetta, who was granted immunity by the Justice Department by the way, may have been instructed by Hillary Clinton or her staffers to delete these emails. Remember, they received a subpoena the day before that this was posted on July the 23rd, 2014.
If you've committed a crime and you want to confess, click yes.
And the hits keep on coming, because in December 2014, after all of Hillary Clinton's emails were supposedly sent to the State Department, Cheryl Mills, a longtime Clinton aide, ordered her staffers to delete Clinton email archives from their computers. Also in December 2014, according to what Mills told the FBI, Clinton decided she no longer needed access to any of her emails that were older than 60 days. And according to the FBI, Mills then ordered an unidentified staffer to modify the email retention policy on Clinton's ClintonEmail.com email account to reflect this change. Who was this staffer? Perhaps, I don't know, Paul Gambetta?
Ding, ding, ding! What do we have for her, Johnny?
So it's no surprise that on December the 10th, 2014, StoneTear posted again, this time asking about how to change auto-delete and email retention policies to 60 days. This once again correlates perfectly with the FBI report. Oh, and for reference, as this video was being made, the username StoneTear began to delete their post history on Reddit, and here's some screenshots to prove it. This is astounding. So I'm just going to lay it all out here. There can be no mistake as to the fact that these posts are clearly evidence of intent on behalf of Hillary Clinton and her staff to destroy evidence and tamper with a federal investigation. And we know this because we know who StoneTear is and who he worked for. We see a clear indication from his posts that he's taking orders from someone else to destroy evidence. We know that the only people that could give these orders are Clinton's staff or Hillary Clinton herself. And this is only further proven by the fact that the timeline of these posts and the subpoenas initiated by the Justice Department correlate perfectly. It seems obvious that Paul Gambetta knew perfectly well the sensitive and illegal nature of the situation that he was in, which is why he sought and received immunity from the Justice Department. If this does not give way to a new investigation, a new set of charges, and a possible series of arrests, then literally nothing else will. By the way, in an almost biblical moment of irony, the username StoneTear is actually a reference to the Stone of Tear. This is from the fantasy novel Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. The Stone of Tear was a great impenetrable fortress whose fall was prophesied to bring the end of times. Or maybe just a presidential candidacy.